Dutch ambassador and our partner in this mission, we very much appreciate His Excellency Paul van den Uitstel. His leadership has been very instrumental, not only because of his character, personality, and the commitment of his country, but also because Holland was the major fund supporter for the Global Compact, UN Global Compact. And they gave the Global Compact its able executive director, my good friend George Kell, who is an outstanding leader, and who is handing over now after so many years. And that's why, and in the meanwhile, this Global Compact is a bottoms-up thing, unlike the other UN agencies. All UN agencies and projects are groupings of government representatives. I will tell you, because I'm an old man, I can tell you some stories about my former life. I visited Kofi Annan once upon a time in his early reign, the very first year he was appointed. And I was there on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, International Chamber of Commerce, with a delegation from the International Chamber of Commerce. And I told Kofi Annan that if I could advise him to have a legacy, is to introduce the private sector to the United Nations. He didn't know me then, and I was outspoken, actually, because I shouldn't have had the courage to try to tell the Secretary General of the United Nations what he is supposed to do. But I took that step and I said, this United Nations is a grouping of governments. We all respect governments, whether we love them or not. But the money, the generator of knowledge and wealth is business. It is not the government. In fact, the government relies on the private sector, and without people in the community, there is no government. You don't have anybody to govern. So we are the basic component of any state. Well, as we were leaving, he held my hand. He said, "We should talk," and we did talk, and we started progressing for this Global Compact. And I was, of course, a co-founder, and I succeeded when Kofi Annan accepted to be the chair, or to lead the Global Compact. I insisted that he should carry the title chairman, and this is the only organization, the Secretary General in the world, holds the title of chair, not Secretary General. He is the chair, and I was his co-chair or vice chair when we established the Global Compact. And of course, I continued to serve another term under Ban Ki-moon in the same capacity. And Ban Ki-moon is still the chair. He is the chairman, although he is the Secretary General. But here, as an exception, and the only exception, and this demonstrates how important is what we're doing. And that brings me to his representative here today. I am an old, finished, I'm terminated, but we have his representative here, His Excellency Walid Naji. And in fact, Walid Naji is more than the network director, because as I said, started saying this organization is bottoms up. It starts by having networks all over the world, and these networks make up the global. And since he runs these networks, he's become a very powerful person in the organization, and he has what is called the hidden power in the organization. So we are grateful to you for being here, and we look forward to working with you. And I want to pledge here that I would love to work with you on establishing the networks in the other Arab countries, as we are already working together on establishing the network in Lebanon and in Bahrain, in addition to networks which are proudly participated in establishing in Syria, the first country, Syria, Egypt, now Jordan. So I am very pleased and very happy that you are with us today. And please give George Kell, although he's resigning, his mark will always be there. He's been a tremendous chief executive of this organization. My good friend, His Excellency Dean Todd, we owe a lot in every way, not in this venture, but in everything that relates to corporate social responsibility, to governance, to integrity. He is Mr. Integrity, if we may call him. And we are very proud that he led the process of establishing this endeavor. And we want you to continue as an honorary chair, not just as an honorary chair, but to continue to lead with my great friend Mustafa this endeavor. We need your wisdom and we need your leverage in this part of this country and in this part of the world. So please don't be in any way hesitant to lead us and correct us if we go wrong. We'd love to be corrected all the time. I speak as an old man and as an honorary father, but I have no authority, no power. It's just my fatherly attitude that everybody accepts in this country, as I am known to be the uncle of all of the great leadership in this country. So it's great to have people of His Excellency Talk's stature. Mustafa, thank you. Thank you for helping me build Talal Abu-Ghazaleh organization. You have been a wonderful colleague and a wonderful partner, and you will continue to be. And I insisted that your office should be at Talal Abu-Ghazaleh forever. You will always have that organization as your home place. And I will always continue to need your advice as my advisor, as my senior advisor. I would always like to have the continued benefit of your advice in the development and, of course, in the leadership of this initiative. Mustafa, I thank you very much for everything you have done for Talal Abu-Ghazaleh and for the Global Compact. Thank you.